episode of the one, the only Carefree Black Girl podcast. You know how we giving it. You know how we do it each and every single time. Here on the Carefree Black Girl podcast, we talk about all things carefree, black, and girl. You guys, I want to go ahead and open up this episode with a disclaimer. We will be talking about some touchy subjects, and we will be spreading information about all type of things, including, breast cancer awareness, women's health, domestic violence. We're really going to get into the things. So if these are triggers for any of you guys, this is your warning. Maybe sip some tea. I'm letting it be love. Come back.
It's okay.
Next episode. Yes. We got you.
All love.
Anyway, now that the hard part is out of the way.
Yes.
How y'all doing?
Hey,
welcome back.
Yes.
Well, I guess welcome back me.
Well, yeah.
Right? But
how are you?
Don't you hate when the Gemini try to make everything about that? I didn't mean to segue as in, welcome back me. Welcome back us in our natural habitat.
Yes.
You know, we say it every time. Nobody does it like the Three Amigos.
Hello.
So, yes.
How are you? Where have you been?
How's
your life? Like, what do you
got a new wig, new glasses,
a new color.
She's
eating the girls up. New nails.
Yeah, I don't know
what's up?
What a wig is, how you guys pronounce that. This is absolutely 100% all from Scout.
That's right.
Yes. You know how shrinkage really affects us.
Yes. You're right.
Yes,
You're right.
So,
my bad, sis.
My culture is not your costume.
Yeah.
You are.
But at any rate, I'm
aggravating.
I'm here. I'm doing good, man. I've just been on my shit, I just been on my shit, in my lane, taking hella pictures.
We love it.
Eating.
Being the cutest girl.
Being the
head ass. Suffering from crippling anxiety at the same time. That's what I call duality.
Ooh, very much Gemini.
All bad bitches.
All bad bitches. But no, I really just been chilling and trying to cut down on my social media time.
I love it.
Ooh, y'all.
Scary.
What y'all got going on?
I want to ask you why, but we can save that for another day. Everything is good with me as well. Just busy. I thought as the year was coming to an end that things would slow down, but the gas is still being pressed. I will not, complain.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, I'd rather be busy than not be busy. Friday the 13th did just pass. I did get a new tattoo.
What's
just
the
saying.
What's the tag?
I got a little turntable.
You ate that.
So that was very random.
That song is bringing back Warzone memory. I am so whoa.
You don't even know. Child, you just triggered yourself.
Listen, and that's how committed I am to my craft.
We love it.
And that's commitment for you. You don't put it on you.
And for me, this tat was really just about not thinking too much. Sometimes I can be in my head a lot, so I'm like, I just want to do something and not think about it too much.
Yeah, that's a cute little fun little quirky.
How about you though, Miss Homecoming? Miss I'm outside.
I'm tired.
Oh my God.
She lied.
My good sis Kiana, you look so good.
Yeah.
Hosting that.
You did.
Let me tell you, when y'all talk about HBCUs, you can't spell HBCU without rebellious.
It's rebellious.
I try my best. How's
it been?
Let me get your autograph.
You're aggravating. That's what y'all are. It's aggravating. But no, homecoming was fun. If you did not know, I went to Clark Atlanta University.
Hey, shout out to Clark.
That's great for them.
Yeah.
But
yes, making the noises.
Yeah,
I'm sure y'all are making the noises.
But yes, I went to Clark Atlanta. Our homecoming was this past weekend, and I hosted the hip hop concert, so that was fun.
Come on now.
It was interesting. It was a little nerve wracking, but I definitely learned a lot from the experience. Because at first, I'm not gonna lie, beforehand, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to call Shay. I'm gonna have to figure out what I need to do. I need tips. I need tricks, because you are the biggest host.
You are.
So I'm like, okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to do. But then, the day just got so chaotic that it just got chaotic as hell. And by the time I looked up, I was on the stage, and I'm like, holy shit, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
It's time to go.
But I'm gonna do it.
Let me tell you something.
It was fun.
About this girl right here.
We was proud. I was like,
all
she didn't
gas,
tell
no
nobody.
fucking brakes. There's absolutely nothing that you can't do.
Exactly.
First off, I really appreciate that you even thought to call me.
Oh,
or
yes.
anything. But you know that I'm literally always one call away for you. But you can handle any seeing you on that fucking stage.
Girl,
I was getting my life, and I know you was out there serving the girls what they needed. I'm so super proud.
Y'all trying to. It was fun.
Girl.
I'm tired though.
Y'all been, everybody really been looking good.
Yeah,
y'all been looking
Yes,
good.
the girls have been outside.
hello.
Yes, homecoming has been interesting. New city this weekend. FAMU.
FAMU.
Okay, so you're
You're
a
on
homecoming
like a
girl.
tour.
You're on a
Oh, yes.
homecoming tour.
Absolutely.
You're one of those.
I
Absolutely.
ain't go
Okay.
back to homecoming yet.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I've just never been in general. So I graduated college in 2013. Now the real reason why I ain't go back originally because I got
jammed up.
I got in trouble, and I ain't want to go back
right.
and get in trouble again potentially. But now that the laws are different, I can go back out there and not have to risk myself.
Period.
But like seeing y'all go back, and seeing you on stage, I'm like, yo, like I might have to consider going back.
Yes.
Like, I gotta do it. I know people talk shit, but it's like it's homecoming, dummy. Like I went there, I'm coming home. Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I might have to show out one time.
You have to. Like it's I feel like it was essential for that to be like my first alumni homecoming. I feel like I really felt like an alumni, and it felt like, okay, I can see why people do this shit all the time. Now it doesn't give every year for the next 20 years.
Of course.
Can't miss a year.
But you
do
know,
that.
for the next 5 years, next 3 years, you know, I can see myself really going, because I do think it is important, and especially like you being able to go back and like DJ or like do
that's
some
what
shit,
I really
bring some
want to
shit.
do. That's
Like,
what I really want to do.
Yeah, I feel like you should definitely go back.
I'm gonna do it. You and
absolutely
me, yes. What's up? What's up, Maryland listeners?
Okay.
You know, just shout out my school.
Child, as somebody who doesn't have a home to go back to.
You are
Girl.
Child.
Not
Y'all, I did the college thing. I was in college for a minute.
Yes,
but
she's an educated woman.
yes,
Hello.
I mean it gives. But how could you?
How could you not? Obviously.
But at any rate, though, my school was a small school that you go to when you got suspended a lot in high school.
You are funny as
and you
fuck.
did. Let me,
You know.
Not you went to
too much on
alternative
Gordon.
college.
Not too much on Gordon State because Travis Porter shouted us out in college.
That's
Period.
right. That's
So
right.
those are all of my
Period.
credentials right the fuck there.
That's all you need.
But no, they just don't have it as traditional of a setting of a homecoming as a
Yeah.
lot of the other bigger colleges do. So
it's a PWI.
yes, put me down. What are some of the HBCU homecoming do's and don'ts? Since you know on tuition.
Child. I think it's a few things. I think first of all, there's a misconception that you cannot bring your friends and that you can't make crossover episodes. Make that crossover episode happen.
So
okay?
a girl like me can go to a homecoming.
Yes,
like,
girl.
You can bring together so many different types of people. I would definitely say, you know, there's rules to a crossover episode. Okay, you gotta know who you bring.
Know who
in.
you
Bring
bring
everybody.
Right, you gotta know which personalities can go with which. But like this past weekend, I had a crossover with my line sisters, my homegirls from like school, but then like my homegirls that graduated. Like
Everybody.
it was just so many different people, but it was like it was still. It was just a 12 out of 10, even more so, because it was so many different people that meant so much to me all in one place, and they all like also was fucking with each other.
That's fun.
So it's just like do that crossover episode. Like bring those people, have fun, get shit faced. Like don't be afraid to get shit faced. Definitely control yourself. Like don't be shit faced by 3:00 and you know you're not leaving till 6. You're gonna be
Yes.
sitting on the fucking side of the road.
You're alumni,
Trying
baby.
so hard. You're gonna be sitting there with the fish platter, trying to come back to life.
platter, just
Trying so hard.
Fighting
Just-
for your life.
Crying.
But that's also a memory, and that's also like important because you have to know like your limit. And
Yes.
homecoming is the time. Like that
Successful.
tailgate, baby, it's gonna get scary. But
yeah.
I would say a big don't. Well, first of all, also do finesse it. Okay, finesse that
For
tailgate.
sure. For sure.
$40 motherfucking dollars.
Yeah.
Hell no. Okay, if you could sneak in that tailgate, do it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what them people got to say.
You said if you-
Make it happen. Period. Point blank. Don't.
If y'all
Don't
don't
be
hear
like,
anything else I say, if
Let me in my house.
Literally.
If y'all don't take shit else from this, sneak into that tailgate.
Yes. And well, I didn't give a don't. I guess a don't is like don't come to homecoming being weird.
Yeah.
Like don't come to homecoming like. Don't come to homecoming like acting like you don't know nobody, like that you're the big shit, or you. There's nothing wrong with being confident, but like, first of all, if you went to college in Atlanta, you know that everybody thinks they're the shit. So you're nobody, babe. Like you're no different than the bitch that's standing next to you. Like that's not saying don't be cocky and confident in yourself, but like understand that like
Come for
everybody's everybody's confident. So don't come to homecoming thinking that you're the biggest shit, thinking that like we're supposed to part the Red Sea when you arrive. Like just be cool, come have fun, like. just don't be weird and strange. Like, don't be acting like you don't remember somebody and bitch, y'all used to be walking down the hallway together. Like, girl, just have fun. Don't think too much and get shit faced.
Yeah, do turn up. Like, represent, have fun. Do find your friends. Do establish new relationships.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. I think that's also important, too, because time will pass and, like, you'll be like, you know what? I always did maybe want to chat with you or connect with you in a particular way. And now that you're older, you got the opportunity and space to do that. So, I don't know. And get the fuck out the way when they strolling. But y'all should already know
Please,
that.
for the love of God.
And if you're a newcomer, that's something that you should do. Get the fuck out the way.
For the love of all things holy. Please, no man, please. Cause y'all love when the niggas start strolling. Y'all love to get out the way. When the girls stroll, it's like you pussy ass bitches don't see us. But then if we hit y'all, then it's a problem. Then if we hit you or you get elbowed or your drink gets knocked out of your fucking hand, now you want to fight me, bitch. I told you to move. You saw us coming. You just thought you was hot shit and we was gonna stop because you standing there. No, bitch, we're coming anyway. So you might as well just move. But y'all do it for the niggas, so bitch, you have to.
You know what? I ain't even mean to get you there, big dog. I ain't even mean to get you there, big dog.
I'm talking about the air left the room.
Because that shit there.
They be trying it.
I knew it.
I hate that.
Ooh, I'm not even going to get too far into
But these
it.
be the girls.
Now, you know who I think is going to be lit at their next homecoming?
Who?
So, this woman, this Carefree Black Girl of the Week, has just got her MVP title.
Yes.
She also got a championship title.
Come on, champion.
And that's the most important thing. Back to back at it. All right, we got to give it to our girl, the Carefree Black Girl of the Week, Miss Asia Wilson.
All right.
Woo. I'm not trying to clap too much. I know Wize ain't going to like it.
Oh, yeah,
but we definitely got to make some noise for her. They had a season, y'all. WNBA, it was lit. This was like one of the most viewed seasons at that. I went to like 3 games this year. Shout out to the Dream. I know we ain't talking about them right now, but shout out to them. Come holler at us for Carefree Black Girl. The home team.
Yeah. We're here.
But they did go ahead and they beat the New York Liberty. They're a great team. You know, shout out to them. It wasn't like an easy feat or anything like that. They definitely have some heavy hitters over there, but these ladies were able to take it home again, back to back. So they won last year and they won this year with 2 starters on the bench. So they had 2 players that were hurt. Right? Main important players that was hurt, and she came through, and she just killed it, putting up a lot of points, just breaking records, just doing a lot of different things. You know, LeBron is pushing for her to get her own shoe. I need her to get her own shoe for sure. If Sabrina could get her own shoe, she could get her own shoe now.
Right. Back to back.
But back to back. That's what I'm just saying. Just back to back.
Hell yeah.
And it was really, really big, you know, for the organization. So, again, big shout out to her. Congratulations to her and the rest of the team. You know, that's really important. And, again, shout out to the WNBA for just, you know, making history, getting the most views. And I think it's only going to improve from here. So, I'm really, really excited. I'm going to take y'all to a game next year.
Yes. We have to go.
Yeah, no, it's really, really fun. So, but again, shout out to her. She's our Carefree Black Girl of the Week.
Yes, I love that. I can't wait for the day that the WNBA finally gets with all of their things in the same way that the NBA does.
It's coming. I think, you know, they got more people willing to invest now. I think social media allowing them to be able to get more eyes on them in ways that they weren't able to before. Even like just the mentorship and, you know, even just shout out to the NBA players for trying to provide using their spotlight to, you know, and their platform to big up these girls and come into the games and things like that. So I think it really is only going to get better from here.
And the WNBA is really committed to debunking a lot of the myths that have been around the WNBA since its inception. Just as far as like using their platforms to show that, hey, we got some game players. We got some show stopping ass moments in here and stuff. So I really love the fact that they are using this energy, using this trajectory for some shit. Now I really do want to know, have we ever done like a double Carefree Black Girl of the Week? Has there ever been 2?
No.
Ever?
I don't think so.
I'm not.
Are you breaking the record or starting the record?
I just want it to be put on the table for consideration.
What's up?
Okay.
Ellie the elephant.
Okay.
I want to give her her things.
Baby, she eats.
Baby, come get
She
your
eats.
Come on to the.
She
come
got
to
her own little
Now
thing.
listen, I don't know what Ellie might identify as.
You are funny as
But gun to my head, I say she's one of us.
She eats. She
No.
has the moves.
She's got the moves. She's got the head. First off, switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating.
I got wigs on wigs on wigs on
Yeah,
wigs on
girl.
wigs on wigs.
Put some respect on Ellie's name. Now this is gonna be her season coming up.
Oh yeah,
This is her WNBA, and we're just living it.
she's MVP. Like,
No, she
honestly.
But yeah, shout out to our real carefree black girl of the week.
Yes.
But I ain't mad at that though. She's
Listen,
doing her damn thing. You feel me?
Ellie, we'll talk.
Call us. We here. All right, y'all. So the disclaimer that we gave was not just for fun, for shits and giggles, babe. Now we're gonna actually get into like the real heaviness of the episode and really talk about something that's super important. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, if you've been tuned in, and whatnot, but Kysre Gondrezick is a young woman who formerly was in WNBA. I think she's still in the WNBA.
She's former.
Yeah.
Well, she was in a relationship, or is still in a relationship, with this young man named Kevin Porter Jr., who is also in the NBA. And basically, what happened was, according to the streets,
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly.
Allegedly.
They got into it at a hotel in New York City. She's alleging that it was like an argument, that, you know, it wasn't, he never like openly fist hit her, but somehow, some way, something got physical, potentially, allegedly. And the police show up, and she has like a laceration on her face, and she's saying she has pain in her neck.
Broken vertebrae or fractured vertebrae. Excuse me.
So they take him to jail, of course. So he was going through all of that. And then in that time, though, her lawyers and, you know, just people in her team were going around saying, like, hey, you know, what's being said or what's being put out isn't necessarily the story. Because the media was going around and saying basically, like, that he had snapped her neck and, like, all this. She had all these bruises and, like, just this, painted this horrific scene and picture of what happened. And so recently she came out and basically said that the DA went out and gave the statement of what happened without ever even speaking to her. So everything that was given to the media, that, like, you know, people were talking about on ESPN and all this shit that's just being spread around about what people think happened, never actually really came from her, because she was going through her own, like, processing of what the fuck just happened. So she wasn't even speaking to anybody. So the police said, well, we just gonna make up our own story. So that's what she's alleging. She says that, like, the broken vertebrae, apparently she has some sort of, like,
It was
disorder
born. She was
or
born
something.
like that, pretty much. Yeah. So it
a birth defect.
it's a birth defect. It's a tricky situation because they're kind of going off of some of the information that was reported to the cops, right? And then the situation happens, and then feelings happen, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel remorse. Maybe there's external factors that might make you want to potentially, you know, say different things than what you initially said. And from there, you pull in that information, and then time passes, and then you're like, wait, no, hold on. This is actually what transpired. I kind of want to, that's not what I said exactly, right? This is what these people are saying. I didn't come out and say that. And I just think that that just whole situation, whether it's a birth defect or not, regardless, there was people who saw her after a situation happened. So I'm personally not in the belief that, you know, something didn't transpire, but I wasn't there, so I can't say something did transpire, right?
Right.
But what I can say is that I know that guiltiness and what could potentially you could feel after. And I think that that's something that's important to address. 'Cause, you know, what if you don't feel like you have the right support in that moment?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or things happen when emotions are heightened, right? So maybe, things do transpire, but you don't want them to transpire that particular way. And now everybody's all up in your business, right?
Yeah.
So there's all of these different factors that come into play when these situations transpire. And I just think that it's important as women for us to safely discuss how we can handle these situations better, so that way other women can feel like they can handle these situations better. And comfortably, and not necessarily feel some of the emotions that come with some of these situations. Again, all of this stuff is alleged. Everything's not clear. Kevin Porter did get dropped some of his charges, but he still has some that stuck. Right, but some of them still stuck. So it's just like, what's going to happen? All of that is pending. But, it's just like, what do you think we can do as women to maybe provide space, right? Or how can we spread the word to how can we handle things in those situations? How would you say? That's because it's deep.
So it is deep.
It
does get tricky. Okay, so I have a couple of things that I want to say.
Okay.
One about the situation at hand, the Kysre situation, and then another one that just kind of takes a little macro look at the whole entire situation, right? So first off, for Kysre, like I said earlier, behind the scenes, I'm not really privy to every single detail about this. And I want to say that I feel like that's something that more people should be comfortable saying.
Absolutely.
I feel like this story has grown legs of its own, has gotten a personality of its own because of all the other hands that it had to go through before it was just this young woman telling her story.
Yes.
To whatever extent that she wanted to tell it. Because sometimes I might have it on my heart to tell my story, but I just need to tell my therapist. Right. Or then I might just need to tell the authorities. And then this
Absolutely.
Because you're in this public eye, because there's a little bit more pressure on being an athlete and being in a domestic violence situation, now your story is growing legs and it's becoming out of your control. Which, either way, if something happened to her or did not happen to her, that is unfortunate for her story as a black woman.
Absolutely.
Or as a woman in general.
But
Kysre,
definitely
I don't
as a
know.
black woman.
Kysre. I have no idea. But, so that's that. And I also feel like, especially just her reasoning behind it, because sometimes people be changing their stories and it just be kind of like, well, girl, where the fuck did that come from? But the fact that she did mention that there were other parties involved, like the DA, the media and stuff, like they were putting their input on it, it does make me feel like, well, how the media is always hungry for a battered woman story.
Yeah.
Especially not even a battered woman, like putting it's on her, but like an athlete domestic violence case, those get the clicks, those get the buzz, those get the lights. Like literally, we know how you can turn on the ESPN the next day after a football player did 85 on the highway, and that's all the fuck they talking about. They know what can come with this.
Absolutely.
So it all makes it a little just bit hard to trust. But at the end of the day, it is not my position to trust or believe or anything. Some shit we should just
say
leave for that particular person to handle. Right?
I believe that.
Now my macro look of the situation of just like domestic violence in general, and how do we create safer spaces, because it is so often the reality that people might renege on their initial stances because they don't feel like they have the support or they don't know what would have happened to them or anything like that. I think that we can create those spaces of community. We can create those spaces by having community, by really cherishing what it means to be in a community, or just like wanting to know somebody's business in an effort to figure out how you can help them, and not in an effort to profit off of it or be messy, or just like, oh girl, tell me what happened. People who are fleeing domestic violence situations or are in the middle of domestic violence in any way, the main thing that they do need are helping hands, or people. Like, it literally takes a system of people or places in place to get them out of that situation. So that's how you can stand up, instead of we're getting so numb to a lot of things.
Desensitized.
We're getting so desensitized. So you want to be able to share a story like this in an effort to create some type of dialogue on your Instagram or your shade room tea cheese online.net. But because I didn't want to get caught up. I didn't want to get caught up. But what are we really going to do? And it lies in community, I feel like.
I like that answer. I think that's the best thing, because someone has to be even vulnerable enough to even tell you they're in that situation. You're not going to be able to witness all of these things.
Because now, even if it is the fact that nothing physical really happened to her and they were putting that on there, we're still we're dimming the light away from the fact that she was in an abusive situation.
Right.
Even if you don't put your hands on me, if you're yelling at me to the point of us calling the police, that is something that needs to be looked at and addressed. Absolutely. And like, how can we still help you?
Absolutely. I love that you said that, because it's 100% true. You know what I mean? Abuse definitely comes, in multiple forms. And again, I think community is just the best way. You can't necessarily save everybody, right? But I think you can be supportive in the best way that you can. And you tell people that this is the best way that I can support you, or ask, what's the best way I can support you right now? You know what I mean?
And sometimes you don't have the answers, and that's why you reach out to professional help.
Absolutely.
And it might take somebody being that vessel to get you that professional help. Yes. Like, I'm talking about something as simple as like, bitch, booking a dentist appointment for me, it be dragging it out of me. I can't be the one to call them and let them know that I need to come and see them next week. Like, it's a lot for me. So imagine calling or like setting up for help on a domestic violence, or like needing a place to stay, fleeing from your husband. You might need somebody in there to give you that key.
Sorry, I've worked in a gym, and I've noticed when there's domestic situations like that, and it's not the easiest thing to deal with, because the situations be crazy, but as a woman, I understand. So that's that community, you know what I mean? I just want to say, like, I've definitely, like, experienced that, like, firsthand for sure, like, recently, too. Yeah. Damn. So, yeah.
So if you need the National Domestic Violence Hotline, I'm sorry, did you have something to say, Kiana?
You're fine.
I just been like, I gotta get this number off.
But no, I was just gonna agree with, like, what y'all were saying, and definitely, I love that you touched on the fact that, like, sometimes people just are not ready, and I feel like this story, what it looks like is just a lot of people trying to speak for this girl. And like you said, like, we also don't know whether she's being pressured or what we don't know nothing.
We don't know
so
shit.
And that is first and foremost.
Literally. But I feel like the at the end of the day, no matter what you feel, or whether you're taking her side or listening to what she's putting out, or you are not, or whatever it is that you're doing, at the end of the day, like, I think we as a people have got to understand that sometimes you got to just wait for what is going on. And for me, like, I'm always going to trust a black woman. I'm always going to listen to her. So I believe what she's saying, if she's truly saying that, like, the DA took this shit, because at the end of the day, like, she did end up dropping the 2nd-degree assault charges, but he still has, strangulation and 3rd-degree assault. So that's the whole thing. Like, he's still battling possibly 7 years in jail. And it's like, damn, okay, is this a whole DA situation? Is this a real, like, they just trying to get this black man? But then it's also like, we've seen in a previous situation where, a woman came out and said something to protect a black male rapper, and then ultimately she was like, I did that to protect him. Right. So we don't really know what the fuck is going on. And the same thing is true in your real life. Like, I've had a friend who was going through, like, a domestic violence situation, and it was hard for our friend group. Like, it damn near broke our friend group up, because it was like, some of my homegirls were there with her, and I physically wasn't there. So, like, hearing them, like, going on rescue missions to go save her, like, help her, like, going to do things, and then her ultimately going back to this person, it's like, damn, that's a lot on a friend, because it's like, fuck, like, I'm trying to help you, but part of understanding and being a community is really knowing what a community means. Like, it's not about you. It's not about, like, it's not about the end goal all the time. Like, yes, you may have won this battle, but bitch, it's still a war. And you got to let other people come to their conclusion when it's time. When somebody is ready, all you could do is just be there for them and just support them in what they want to do, and still show up, but also know that you're a human, and sometimes you don't have the capacity to give. So, like you said, like, ask, how can I support you, instead of assuming that's what this person needs, because you are not them and they're not you.
People need support in different ways.
Yes. But the hotline, that's a supportive thing if you don't have nobody else.
Do you think it was supportive when Beyonce and Kelly had set Beyonce who was going
Beyonce and Michelle
had set Kelly down at that cafe and started screaming at her?
Literally.
Listen,
I think
No.
partially, but
Yeah,
partially.
their hearts were in the right place.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
you do need to have that intervention moment, that real moment of like, friend, this is like
where we're
not
going.
how this should go. Especially nowadays, because people think toxicity is like normal and it's healthy. And baby,
Girl,
sit your homegirl down to tell her that man should not be showing up at her house.
Or
That
doing
is
all
not
this
that's
okay.
not
stuff.
applying pressure.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's
scary.
applying for a
That's a
restraining
red
order.
flag, baby.
Literally,
He should not be emailing her and all kinds of. That's scary behavior. That's terrifying. First of all, he needs a job. Why does he have all this time on his hands?
That is so
going on?
fucking funny, bro.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy. Y'all, the National Domestic Violence Hotline number is 800-799-7233. Again, that number is 800-799-7233. Please use it if you need it.
Please, seriously. So, it is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
Hey, I hope y'all been wearing y'all pink. I have. But yes, y'all, I want to hit y'all with some facts real quick. Y'all down? I got some facts. Just some real quick.
Enlighten us.
So 1 in 8 women in the United States will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. Right? That's deep.
It's 8 of us in the room.
Yeah.
Damn near.
In 2023, an estimated of 790 cases of invasive breast cancer will be diagnosed in women in the U.S.
Damn.
Breast cancer is the second leading cause of cancer of women in the U.S.
Wow.
One of the most common.
Yeah.
It's deep.
I
Hold
feel
on.
like we might all know or have a family member that has had breast cancer.
Oh, yeah.
I know a
went
friend
through-
for sure.
Like, it's crazy.
Breast cancer death rates are 40% higher among black women than white women. That has a lot to do with healthcare and
Medical
resources
racism.
and things like that, and medical racism. This year, an estimated of 2,800 men will be diagnosed with breast cancer in the United States.
So it's not
little
just a
fact.
girl
It's
problem.
not
Y'all gotta
just
keep your.
And there are over 3.8 million breast cancer survivors in the United States. Damn. So shout out to them. We just, want to just cover that real quick. But yeah, y'all, it's Breast Cancer Awareness, like you said, Awareness Month. Like you said, I think we all know somebody who's personally, close to us who may have been affected. And I think it's definitely important as Black women that we make sure that when it's that time, we go get our mammograms.
Right. I know we hear all the time breast cancer awareness month, but like what does that really mean?
What does that mean?
Where does your awareness start and end? So according to the American Cancer Society, women aged 20 all the way up to 54 should get mammograms yearly. So don't just maybe use this as your reminder. Like, oh, it's October. It's that time of the year. Let me go ahead and get my mammogram on.
The crazy thing is that number has gotten lower. It didn't used to be that low. I just want to put that out there. It used to be like in the 50s.
It's when you start. Like, it
It's
didn't
when
used
you
to start
start
at 20.
and you would go like every like 10 years or something like that. And as time has, and this was like one of my first science projects when I was in like 3rd, 4th grade. No
So
bullshit.
you know.
So yeah.
She's well versed.
So,
Yeah, no, she remember. I learned.
She can't
But
wait.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, if that was back then, it's 2023. So
No,
you
that-
could.
Yeah.
So the fact that 20, that's young as hell. I just want to just throw
Damn
that
near
graphic
18,
out there.
shit.
Yeah.
Right? And then, I mean, even when you get to that top age of 54, they're saying you still don't stop.
Nope.
Once you switch over to 55, you need to get it every other year. So it's still something to definitely keep on your radar, and that can affect women any age, any race, but is adversely affecting us, the Black women right now, too. Women who are at a higher risk of breast cancer should start getting mammograms before age 45, definitely, and especially if you have a family history.
Absolutely.
So, my great grandmother had breast cancer, and then at her funeral, in lieu of flowers, they were accepting breast cancer donations.
That is beautiful.
Isn't that really cute? That's one of the main things that I remember about her funeral, and I was like, "Ooh, in lieu of flowers." I seen the word on the obituary, and I was like, "Lou, this is
That's
really nice." but nah, you it's closer to you than you know.
Yeah,
for sure.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, my great aunt, she passed from breast cancer on my first day of my senior year of high school. And like she was really my aunt that I was like really, really close to. And I'm not gonna get too far into it because I'm gonna cry. I know I am.
It's okay. It's okay. We
years
understand.
down the line, I still have not been able to process it like grief wise, which is why like I'm not gonna lie, I haven't gotten a mammogram. I'm 22 years old. I've never had a mammogram. Just because like just things around breast cancer and like her death and I just am not ready. But I know that like it does run in my family. I know that like that is something that I need to take seriously. And I am going to get a mammogram. You know, I'm going to do the things. I'm going to process my grief. I'm in therapy now.
Right.
But shout out to that.
Yeah, but that's a real thing. Like, it literally, like I said, like, more often
Candy,
than not.
have you ever had a mammogram?
No, I have not had a mammogram. There is no family necessarily history of breast cancer in my family. We have kind of other things. You know, typical
history.
We got
diabetes.
But I do. But just to reply to you, there are other ways that you can check. So you can do like self checks, right?
Yeah.
So you can make sure you can feel your breasts for lumps and things like that. Hopefully you do have like a pat them down, you know, rub them out, not even on no shit, like, and see if you just feel anything that's just unusual. That's just one of the earlier ways that you can detect things. God forbid if you were ever to come across something like that. And you know, whenever that time, you know, you're ready for that. But that just anybody who just feels that way or may not have access to get mammograms, that's just one way you can do it. But to answer your question, no, I have not had a mammogram. I'm a little bit afraid.
Right.
Yeah,
but
Well, you did
scary.
answer my question though.
Yeah,
But
okay.
yeah.
It is scary.
It's a big step.
If the machine, well, yeah, whatever. But you got to do it. It's just like a pap smear. Like you just, because that's something you want to catch early, God forbid. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Right.
Because, you know, now medical stuff has advanced. So, you know, there are things that, you know, hopefully if you are able
earlier
to
you
catch
catch
it,
it, the
the
better
better
it is
and
for
things
you.
like that. So all of the good things. So just wishing everybody
Just
good health.
aware. I'm gonna do it.
Take care of
though.
yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
Don't be
and
like
just check.
me. Don't be like any of us.
Yeah, just
Right.
Well,
check.
have you had a mammogram?
I
I
haven't.
checked though.
Well, okay.
I haven't.
I'll do it when it's time. Like I just turned 32. I think once I hit 40, I'll do it.
Okay.
It's not something that I'm gonna run away from because
Well, it's just not something that you came up on.
Yeah.
Right. That's fair. There are also some other just kind of outwardly tells that you can, well, not telltale signs because nothing is a telltale sign.
Hello.
But if you see any type of discharge from your nipple, if the skin around your nipple or your areola starts to get dimpled or starts to look a different way than what you're normal or what you're used to, go see a doctor.
yes,
Don't
baby.
be like us.
Yes,
Definitely
baby.
be better than
Right.
us. But I'm gonna do
But
it for
I mean-
real, because that is
Right.
real. Like
Yeah.
that's a real thing. And like you said, like Black women, we are more
likely.
affected. So.
Absolutely. So do it.
So y'all, and now also let us know what are your plans for this Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I do
Yes.
know that October comes around and the girls who step be stepping. There
Yeah.
are different a whole bunch of things to get involved in, marches, runs, all type of cool stuff. Runs, walks.
For
You
real.
like
Yes, I'm
brunches.
walking.
They have I have a
Yes.
friend who dyes her hair pink every
She's a
October.
baddie. She's a baddie.
Love her so bad.
Ooh, I used to play in the flag football league now that you said it, because it's called Pink Sunday for Breast Cancer
Period.
Awareness
Now
Month.
that's good. So y'all
Yeah.
You're such an
tap
active
in.
girl.
Get involved. Let us know. And let us know how you're going to do it. And you know where to let us know.
Send us your
You
Pink
know,
Wednesday outfit.
on the Instagram.
Yes, CareFreeBlackGirl Inc. Get on the Zoom.
The apps
We need to
formerly
see all
known
the
as
things, the
Twitter.
pinks.
The pinks.
Show us, give us the thing.
It's the ad-libs for me.
That was
Don't. So we're coming up on my favorite segment of the show. The BOPS, where we're gonna talk about literally everything. This is like a catch-all category this time. Ooh. So y'all, look, these candies are really saving my life. You cannot hear it. I am, getting my
Life together.
Candy
Oh my
Raine,
God.
y'all.
Hey.
Candy
you know,
literally always has the candy. It's not a flex. There's no cap in her rap.
I'm
Ever.
just saying,
But
baby.
while
Can
we
we
get
get
into
some free
the-
candy on the the podcast?
You always trying to hit, but I'm not mad at it.
Let's
We deserve. We need. Oh, I want to do like a. Never mind.
No, we'll talk. Come on, some candy sponsor. What's up?
Yeah, just not
Okay.
Twizzlers.
But you know what's not sweet?
What?
These motherfucking bop segments. Like, don't play with these girl like they
She's
sweet.
loaded. She's loaded.
Don't play with these girl like they sweet. The first one is, of course, the City Fucking Girls.
Yes,
They
yes,
new
yes,
album Raw, which stands
Real
for
ass whore.
rambunctious and willing to serve the Lord. Y'all didn't read that?
Hello.
Yeah.
Praise him.
Is it a bop or not? 3, 2, 1.
Bop.
Bop
Bop, and I don't give a fuck.
Bop-ish.
Bop tendencies is
Bop
crazy
tendencies.
word.
Let me tell you, Kiana will hold the entire state of Florida
Florida
up
down.
on her shoulders
my
by
motherfucking back.
herself, bitch.
And I will.
And listen, if y'all afraid of global warming, call this girl.
Be
She's
afraid of
going
me.
to save Florida scoop by scoop. She
You
will.
feel me?
Piece
Tell
by
us
piece.
about the album. What should people expect when listening to it?
First of all, they literally start off the album telling y'all that this is not gonna be no introspective J. Cole ass bullshit, Tigger in the basement shit. Okay, this
Which
is
I
real
like.
ass
I like
pussy
that they
rap.
I do not want
put
to
it
hear
on the
this
floor.
city girl.
When I seen that video, I was like, girl, stand up in it.
I was living.
Stand up in it.
And then for the end of that shit to literally be like JT saying like this is real ass pussy rap, period. And then the very next trap, pussy make him do the cha cha. Ain't that? When I say this album is just so fucking good, like it's so fucking good. I will say there are a few that are gonna have to grow on me,
Right.
but it's like maybe one or two, and one of them being Flashy, But I love Flashy in the fact that I can see what they're trying to do with Flashy and it being like a very good marketable song, especially with Barbie just came out. Like, you know, they're trying to do the little pop thing. But, you know, if you're a hood
But
girl.
you can tell they're trying to do the pop thing.
Just a little.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
But
I
it's-
still
yeah,
like
okay.
it. But, you know, I think that there are a lot of very solid songs. I think that the Money Long song is good, emotional.
That was cute. I'm not gonna front. I like seeing that side of them.
Candy, let it out. It seems that you're sitting on
Because
something.
I just know you're going to piss me off, and I'm just trying hard. I'm trying hard. Give me the good first.
Okay, so the good is that it's not that I don't like the project, right?
Okay.
The City Girls are the City Girls.
Yeah.
They have some bops on there. It's not that I don't like it.
Okay.
For me, I've said this before. I think it was about Pinata or something. I can just tell that some of the tracks are old. And I'm looking at the project as like even like I'm taking it to like the rollout into consideration and things like that. So like the project itself is City Girls. You got some box. I like Wigs. You know what I'm saying?
Wigs
Emotions
is
was
hot
cool.
as fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's just some. I guess those songs that I can just tell is real old. It sticks out to me like a sore thumb, and it's just like there's rumors that this is gonna be one of the last City Girl projects. If it's gonna do that, give me some new hot shit that I can leave with. Don't give me some throwaways. And that's just kind of what's in my head. So, you know, I obviously when I hear some of these songs in a club, things will be a little different. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them.
But, you know, it have to grow on me. So that's why I'm like, it's not that it's not high.
Okay.
I guess.
That's fair.
Is
well,
it?
It's not that it's not
look
high.
at the mayor of Florida. I get it.
Line up, show me the money.
Right. It's a fun, like it's an experience for you.
Fancy
Is what
ass
you're
bitch.
saying. Like, start, like you can.
They
It's
did
the energy that they're
international
bringing.
players. That was
Maybe because
fly.
I'm a Florida girl. I like
It is
Oh,
a
and
great.
like,
money.
got a little bias.
It's
Tricking the
an
tricks type of
energy as. I mean, the City Girls are energy filled girls.
Yeah.
So you're gonna feel. If you're not gonna do shit else, you're gonna feel them.
We're gonna let Shay
So-
break the tie on the next episode. Well, the next episode.
Right. Yeah. Find out more.
Yeah.
the next episode. At any rate. Let's get into the gowns. Beautiful, beautiful gowns, child. Gorgeous gowns, girl. Down
Please,
to
my
the
tiny ass in
Hanifa. Down to the Hanifa bridal collection, girls.
Yes.
Like, Hanifa came out swinging with her first ever bridal collection. A beautiful look. I'm leaning.
Yeah.
I'm already leaning to one side. Y'all, 3, 2, 1. Bob. Y'all, first off,
Look, go ahead.
Because it's your time to shine.
Yes.
first off, Hanifa is that brand, period.
Absolutely.
When I tell you, as far as just like consistently giving the girls what the fuck they need, but what they didn't even know that they needed, they're carving out their own lane. The way that they give us the content is innovative and creative, and it's all spearheaded by what? A black woman. Who, rather, I should say. By who? A black woman. Not only a black woman that is the head and the CEO of her company, but is also a new mother. But it's also the designer. But it's also like the face of the brand. Like, I'm so happy for her. If niggas can't tell. I am so happy for her. I am so excited by the bridal collection, because it's rare that things get you excited these days. Or just like, right? It was a very thoughtful collection. It was presented well. And I mean, like, the pieces, the silhouettes, the approach was brand new, while all still paying homage to the initial Hanifa that we know and love.
Yes. Come on now.
I
If
love
they don't,
that.
that's an ad right there.
Hello.
That was
Hanifa,
free. I'm
literally
just
call
saying.
us.
Please,
Call us,
please, if you ever need a model-esque ass girl that will come in and give the pieces the justice, you can pay me in pickle juice.
Because the pieces alone are like $200
but
upwards.
the fact that it's priced the way that it is too is
I
very
love
mindful
that.
as well. Like, she's not giving us no stitched together, as these are quality pieces and they are at an attainable price for something luxury.
Yes,
we love that.
I would kill a Hanifa look.
Period.
Hanifa, it's not. It's close to Hanifa, but it's not. It's got the H off of it. If you can forgive me butchering your name, hire me. See?
And stay a luxury brand. We need black luxury brands as well.
Literally,
I'm not
like,
mad at that.
we love black luxury. Shout out to my girl Jackie Ina. She don't even do that no more. I'm sorry for putting you in the box. You are your own woman. Fuck what I gotta say about who you used to be.
She's evolved.
She's evolved, and I love it. Okay. Any other thoughts about Hanifa bridal collection?
No. Baby, you got that.
Yeah, you gave all the things.
You gave her all the things. You got it.
Sorry.
I should have set the scene.
You should have set the
First
scene.
of all, as you were talking.
Ah.
That's a terrible wedding song.
Yeah,
Terrible.
no, there was.
Meet me at the altar.
No, that's
but
not
then
that
he was
part.
like, we
He was like,
ain't
we might-
getting
yeah,
no
we might as
younger.
well.
Like, I mean,
Like,
shit.
I'm settling. Like,
Nigga, like, well, I look at you every day. Your ass
might
is
as
not.
fucking
I
well.
mean,
Your ugly ass. No.
come on,
What the
girl. Whatever dress you pick. Okay. Well, back into the music. As you can see, it's just in us.
Yes.
We've got to talk about Flo Milli shit, bitch. Flo Milli shit.
Oh, Flo Milli shit.
None of these bitches is fucking with me.
Oh,
None of
yes,
these
that's
bitches
a
is
hit.
fucking with me. None of these.
That's a hit.
I love me.
I know
some
they
Flo
mad
Milli.
because I got money in the bank. I get a new hater every single day.
She just, her pen.
If another hoe try me, I know I'm a blank. But that's not even it. That was then. This is now. She's on some whole new shit with BGC. Single just dropped. And how do we feel about it, y'all? Bop or not? 3, 2, 1. Bop.
Wow.
Candy, go ahead and start us off. What's going on?
Yeah, you got to explain it to
Because
you.
I mean, sometimes you be warm, but you immediate, you just not.
We're beefing today. I'm not fucking with it.
You know, I love Flo Milli down.
And you do, so it has to be something for you to say not. Because
I got the meet and
caveat
greet
is kicking
tickets.
me.
I'm about to go see her in November.
Yeah,
like,
you gonna hear the song.
I'm going to close my ears.
I'll go
gonna
get a
jail.
drink. And I love Flo Milli down.
Yes.
I just don't like it. Like, it's too poppy. I want to hear Flo Milli rap. Like, that's my favorite Flo Milli. Like, I get what you got to do. You got a new album, blah, 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 blah. This would have been cute in the summer. Like, we're going into the fall. I'm just not in
Give
this
us some
vibe
bars.
from you. Like, yeah, I want some bars, or I just want some, like, cute, like, R&B, like, shit. Go get Jeremiah or somebody. I don't know. Go get Jacquees. I don't know. Just go get.
I'm cracking up.
But, like, that, I don't know. So, like, again, I love Flo Milli down. Don't get me wrong, it's Flo,
Right.
so she got some shit on
She'll
there.
bounce back.
Yeah, but like this just not my favorite.
So let me say, you say she got some shit on. The BGC is a single.
It's a
That girl's
single.
okay, just making sure.
Like she just got some bars. Like don't get me wrong, like she delivered. It's just not my favorite.
I get it.
And that's all. So for me, it's just like not. But y'all are the consensus.
There will
so
be more.
if y'all like it,
Right.
people,
Trust
you know,
me.
I guess I like it so much because it's like, because it is Flo. And it's like, girl, I know that you just getting it wet right now.
Yeah.
You're just getting it wet right now. You finna goddamn, you know.
I'm telling y'all. Okay, so let me give a little.
That's right.
Because I was able to go to a listening party for her new project that's coming out. That this is the single for. Shout out to Feminine Forward, Ebony Ward, Heather Lowry, amazing, incredible Black women. We love Feminine Forward.
Shout out to them.
I was a mentee in like 2022 or 21, one of those years, but. Yeah, so they invited us to a listening party for her project, and the album does not sound like this.
I know.
Okay.
The album is hard as fuck. When I say hard as fuck, like truly, genuinely, wholeheartedly, I wouldn't lie to you. Like this is the most.
Y'all heard it here first, y'all.
There may be like, okay, this is like the only poppers. I'm not gonna tell all of the business.
Come on, give us what we need. Give us
But
what we
just
need.
know, like the rest of the songs don't sound like this. The rest of the songs are different. And they're good as fuck. And she has good ass features. Like it's good. It's gonna be fucking good. It's good. Y'all know I wouldn't lie. I love Flo Milli down, but I would have no problem telling y'all like, it's gonna be like I was in that bitch.
That's
like,
what I want though. That's what I'm saying. Not.
Okay.
Give me that. Give me that.
Give you that hard shit.
She's coming.
I know.
I understand though, getting ready for fall or whatever, like
yeah,
going into the colder months. So another bop that we need to get into as far as the colder months. Summer Walker, Girls Need Love remixes. I feel like that was a good way to usher us into cuddle weather. I mean, like the thought was there, and I mean she had multiple. No, I'm just saying these things to make sure that I don't want to be leaning. I'm introduction. I'm introducing. Right. I'm introduction to Bob. Okay. I'm just introducing it.
Introduced.
So Girls Need Love remixes just dropped in honor of the anniversary. It's been like 5 years since Clear, am I right? And she did a Victoria Monet motherfucker, a Tink motherfucker, and a Tyler motherfucker. How do we feel about the remixes, y'all? Bops or nots? 3, 2, 1.
Bop. 2 out of 3.
I say bop.
I say bop as well.
I say bop. For sure.
I say bop. Look, Nika is over here. Y'all, Nika is in the building today. And she like, I need to make sure. You said what?
Cause she was like, city girl. She was ready to beat our asses.
Hell yeah.
She was like,
y'all don't know.
Now, city girls we might can play about, but
She may or may
Summer
not.
the Walker?
She may or may not have a pistol in her hand right now.
Girl, I'm talking about
I'm ready to
pistol in
run
a party.
And you know, Nika
But
don't
it was
talk. She
good.
would got on
It
the
was,
mic.
it was cute, and I love a chance when any chance that Victoria Monet gets to shine
Absolutely.
or
baby.
talk her shit. So
I didn't listen to
Tink
Tyler's
too.
though, but I like the other two.
damn, you didn't listen to Tyler?
No, I have to listen to it. I think I was just so excited to hear the two people that I love.
Okay.
To where it was like, okay, I'm gonna come back to hers because I don't know too much about her.
That was my favorite part about it, the anticipation. Like when the names dropped, it was like, ooh, like, okay, what is this gonna be?
She picked some good girls.
Yeah, like, and I think she picked the perfect. I think she picked the cause like even Tink, like that
Tink will eat a feat like this is
Every time.
Tink will eat up a song like that, and she did not disappoint.
No, and you know, she just had her own little thing going on. But so to see her and to see somebody like Summer grab her, I thought that was real fire. Like, you know, Victoria, she's hot, but like Tink, I was like, oh yeah, that was like calculated, if that makes sense in a way, you know. So.
And Tyler is smart.
Yeah, Tyler too.
I'm probably gonna listen to it on my way home.
Yeah.
But it's just homecoming.
got
Got
to.
into it. But I know she ate too.
Of course, I mean she had to because she is our girl to watch.
She is.
I feel like the segue was just right there. We couldn't even.
You
it's
done
not-
that
You
much.
gotta watch watch her.
You do have to watch her.
You do though.
So, I mean, but it's okay that you just missed this one thing because she's been doing so much other stuff.
Yes,
Tell us about it.
Okay, so for the people who are don't know anything about anything, Tyler, if you are on the TikToks, or even if you're not on the TikToks, you've heard the song "Make Me Swim, Make Me Water," all of that shit, right?
That's how it go.
Yes, that's how the song go, ain't it?
How did you? Let me hear it again.
No, you're annoying. I'm not doing that. Just put the water bottle. It's the whole experience. It's a whole thing, and she's really eating down though.
Yeah, no.
Like she's performed that song so many places. Like the fact that, first of all, the fact that TikTok is really like elevating the girls in the way that it is these days. Like a viral song can take you far, but like I believe she came up with the dance, like the water thing, like that was her own shit. Her adding her own spice to it, her own swag to it, like everything about what she's doing is her own shit. And I just think that's so fire. And it's different. And yeah, watch her.
And may I say, her voice really fucking eats.
Yes.
Too.
Like this is a real like cutting through the noise of what is going on. Like I appreciate it being a good example of like balancing the virality of being on TikTok and everything with just also having a really good song. It's well written. It's sexy without being raunchy. Her voice is showing. Her body is teased. She's hella pretty. No,
yes,
so definitely put her on y'all girls to watch.
She's going places. She's taking it.
I like it.
All right, and I guess we're cutting here for the sake of the business, and we're getting right back into it for businesses to watch.
Yes.
No. All right, y'all. So thank you. I appreciate that. And it's always, it's
you gotta leave room to edit, bro.
This is true. Something about you. That's my dog.
I love you.
That's my dog. So y'all, just like Candy Raine watches my back, I want you guys to watch a business. I want y'all to put all of your optical strength into watching this next business coming up. We got to talk about it. Our biz to watch this week is Broke to Dope. Okay? Broke to Dope is Atlanta's #1 indie underground hip hop blog and has been that way for a few years.
Hello.
Talk about it.
Y'all, as y'all know, our good girl Nika, she is always with us. Literally, not only is she pointing a gun at us right now.
Yes.
No, but like she literally is always with us, and I mean she was able to carve out her lane as being as a part of us or on the podcast or anything, and as well as maintain being the CEO and the head of an illustrious brand like Broke to Dope.
Honcho.
Broke to Dope is a great way to get your music heard. It is a great way to really read features. Like the girls do not be on their Zooms. As far as having innovative and insightful articles to read, having a hub as far as like hip hop shit that is relevant to my particular world.
And consistent.
And consistently. And has not let up off of our necks since.
Ever.
If you guys need a playlist, if you need events to tap into, they're always putting the spotlight on artists of all different medias. So I mean, like, when it comes down to it, Broke to Dope is literally that girl. Yeah. And if you don't know it by name, you've probably seen it across your timeline. The reach is impeccable. Find out how you can get featured today, okay?
Hello.
Where can they find Broke to Dope at on the interwebs, guys?
On the Instagrams.
On the Twitters.
At Broke, BROKE, the number 2, Dope, DOPE. Just do your Googles, girl. Like, you literally, like, it's that deep. This is not something from, you can Google it, honestly. You don't, if you can literally type it in. Broke to Dope, broke2dope.com.
That's gonna pop up.
YouTube, you can YouTube it, girl. I'm talking about every type of media that you can think of that you need for your motherfucking soul. Merch, music, fucking. I'm not even finna keep doing it.
Stop
Put your eyes on Broke
on
to
the
Dope.
prize. Hello.
Okay.
And if you want your business featured, make sure you reach out to us via the emails of all things. But
if you want to be a biz to watch. If you want something like this,
clock in.
Clock
Check the
in.
description for
and don't fucking clock
the
out.
email, please.
I like the way you do that right there.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening to another Carefree Black Girl podcast episode. Look at you. Go ahead. All right, listen. You can find me at my Candy Raine. Candy is spelled CandyRaine, and that's just everywhere. Just type it in and you'll find me, especially SoundCloud. You did?
Okay.
You know?
Ear to the streets. I love that.
I like that, you know.
Y'all, my name is BrandNameShay. Find me if you like. I don't know what you want to do. What Adonis say, I don't care what you do. Adonis, don't talk to my mans like that.
Shut up.
That boy got bars. And if you want to type into my bars, I'm on the interwebs at BrandName, BrandName, Shay, SHAY. See y'all when I see y'all.
Y'all already know the biggest thought that ever even existed. All of them. Every last one of the bombs. My name is Rebellious Kiana. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rebellious Kiana. Again, every single time I'm gonna tell you. I don't know how you spell it. I don't really give a damn. Okay. No, I'm playing. But for real, my name is spelled Kiana. There's only one N. Please, for the love of all things holy. Okay, Rebellious Kiana. And you can find me on TikTok at New Sunny D. I kind of be posting on there a little bit. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Carefree Black Girl podcast powered by Revolt, baby.
Hello.
We out.
Yes.
Oh yes. We have to handle business.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
How y'all forget to handle the business?
I mean,
You know what?
Y'all,
But where were you on the Zoom?
Tell
Your
them about the
camera was
business.
off on the
Come
Zoom.
on. We
Y'all.
gonna stand on business real quick.
Against one man army against 50 niggas.
Hello.
Him,
Stand
man.
on
Verse 80.
business.
Business always.
And the main thing that y'all need to know is that Austin, we're inside of you soon.
Hello.
Okay? Afrotech 11-4. We are going to be doing the Carefree Black Girl Cookout in Austin, Texas at the illustrious Afrotech.
Hello.
You've heard about it. You've seen it on your
Bring it back.
timeline. You've seen it on the net. You need to
Yes.
come on and tap in and get all of the newest information about the most innovative things coming up in the black world of tech.
Hello.
So get on your Zoom.
Zoom.
And don't get off.
And now we out.
But now we going for real. All right, then.
All right.
Fuck with
See
y'all.
y'all next week.
Fuck
Fuck
with
with y'all. We gonna fuck with
y'all.
y'all.